I attended a friend's party and the environment was so lively. We're excited, exchanging pleasantries. Everybody was happy, laughing loud and all. And then I noticed a beautiful lady sitting at the corner. She had a permanent smile on her face, but she was not saying anything. There was no body movement, no gestures, nothing. And I looked at her a second time and I wondered to myself, is she not happy? Then why is she here? She didn't want to come? Was she forced? So many things were running through my mind. But something said, move closely and ask. And so I moved and I said, hello. And she didn't answer. I said, hi. And she did not answer. And I waved my hand in front of her and she said nothing. And then, something triggered in me and I touched her. When I touched her, she felt my touch and she responded by holding my hand tight. And then the against all odds in me played. And I used my hand to say hello. And she responded. She was happy. She became alive. You need to see her face. Someone who understands her language has come. And there was a communication gap that was created. And then there was no bridge again. She became comfortable. It is very important for us to be very sensitive in environment. You know why? We will meet different people and parties and occasions, and they all want to feel among. Communication with the deaf. The lady was deaf and was blind, but she had the right to be happy. Welcome to Against All Odds on the Nigerian Television Authority, the NTA. My name is Doshima Pius Ikerafe. And on this episode, we have so much loaded for you. Don't go away. We will be back shortly.
This is Against All Odds.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, the program is Against All Odds on the Nigerian Television Authority, the NTA. And today, we're bringing the deaf world round to your doorstep. Have you ever visited the hospital and then you have an opportunity to interact with a deaf person who is pregnant or not feeling too well without an interpreter? How well do you think that will go? And have you ever wondered that a deaf person can become a beauty queen? On this episode of Against All Odds, we will bring all that to your doorstep. All we need you to do is just to sit, relax, and enjoy this flow. Available statistics shows that the deaf constitutes a reasonable population amongst the disability community, caused by birth default, measles, drug reactions, and some other unknown causes of deafness globally. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, it has been recorded that there are increasing rate of deafness recorded, which is to say that the deaf community is growing in size and as such should not be neglected in the society. As this set of people live with us and amongst us, and it's important for us to bridge the communication gap. It is key and it makes life more accessible for all. The International Day of Sign Languages is a day to raise awareness of the sign languages that are recognized for the human rights of persons with deafness.
Sign language is not difficult, it's for everyone, so just give your heart to it. You can learn and you can sign and you can be doing over 10 million deaf people in Nigeria good. deal for you learning sign language to communicate, to bridge the gap in communication with them.
The day provides support for linguistic identity and cultural diversity for all the people who interact with each other through sign languages, which is a means of communication between the deaf and the deaf, or the deaf and the hearing. Observing this day, therefore, highlights the unity related in interacting with the deaf community.
You all have again reaffirmed our human rights. You have shown that yes, with sign language is for everyone. What you mean that sign language is for everyone is Nigerian Sign Language. So, all of you must learn sign language. You must bridge the gap in communication gap between me and you and others. Forget that I still have my voice, but there are other people that doesn't have. Those that are in the village don't know how to even communicate in the first place. People that use cars in the night, they can't have access to vehicles because they cannot even communicate and understand. People that go to hospital and wants to communicate with the medical personnel in the hospital, they cannot have access to that.
Further calling for equal access to healthcare facilities and inclusiveness in the society for deaf women, especially bearing in mind their vulnerability.
There was a deaf woman who had a baby through CS, and after that she started having hip pains, so she didn't even know what to do. 30 minutes later she was still feeling that pain, so she could not communicate with the doctor nor the nurse to tell her what to do. So our health is very important, and health is wealth. So we'd like you to do all of this we've mentioned.
Women Aloud initiative paid an advocacy visit to the University of Abuja Teaching Hospital, the antenatal clinic unit, to mark this year's Deaf Awareness Month on the right of deaf women from poor health care to lack of education and jobs in Nigeria.
So as you can see in the picture, there is a pregnant deaf woman there, and there is a doctor standing there, and an interpreter. This is inclusion, because the deaf woman will feel free to express herself, and the doctor will be able to understand her without the woman worrying whether the doctor is able to understand her or not.
Most of the deaf people that walk into the hospitals seeking medical treatment do not get the desired attention due to communication barrier. The situation is more pronounced and made worse in cases where pregnant deaf women are brought in by a deaf spouse and no interpreter available to help bridge the communication gap. This situation oftentimes has caused more harm than good to the pregnant woman who brings forth a child and cannot understand the doctor's instructions.
Or what we want them to do in this hospital is for you to provide a sign language interpreter, so that when a deaf woman comes to access antenatal care, they will be interpreting. There will be an interpreter for that deaf woman, so that every information about how she can care for her pregnancy, what she should say, should be interpreted via a sign language interpreter. Whenever a deaf woman wants to give birth, some of us would think that, after giving birth, that is all. We don't even know that we need to take our child for immunization. So having an interpreter in the hospital will help us to know the steps we need to take during and after pregnancy.
Meeting such people is not new to us here. All of us working in O&G, we've had contact with them. And at the end of the day, the pregnancy turns out fruitful, and they go home with their babies. And we pray with God, that God, in His infinite mercy, will continue to assist us, all the health workers, the record officers. We work in unison here. We don't work in isolation. We work together to see that we attend to such women. pray that whenever they approach us, we should be able to give them what they require. And I have a request to make. This book, I don't think we have it here. We don't have it. I'm sure all of us have seen it for the first time. We're not aware of it. Sure. But we are able, and whenever they approach us, we'll be able to attend to them, and they appreciate us. How do we attend to them? When they come, almost all of them can read and write. So whatever we tell them, we write for them and they read, and they respond by writing. That's how we attend to them. So we pray that when we come knocking, because since you have introduced yourself, we'll be looking out for you if we need assistance. When we come knocking, your doors will be open for us to see. So that when we require anything, you assist us to enable us attend to these patients more.
So we choose to advocate in this hospital because health is wealth. ANC is a place where many pregnant deaf women who use this service comes for delivery service and also ANC care, but it is not accessible. Out of many pregnant women, we have also deaf pregnant women here, and also their needs are not met. You will agree with me from what the nurses just shared. A deaf woman lost her pregnancy. This is just one among many, which shows that deaf women don't have safe delivery due to communication barrier. Nurses don't understand our needs during ANC. We need to tell the doctor what our pregnancy needs are, and pregnant women deaf women need to be cared for, and also quality delivery service. But because of lack of sign language interpreters, 2 years ago, we developed a glossary on sexual reproductive health, supported by voice. We train different teams, primary health care, Ministry of Health. We train all the doctors in Abuja. We developed the glossary, and we launched the book, but sadly, not all of the facility uses that book today. The glossary is here. It shows that not all have the book. So we're giving them this book today to help create awareness. That is why we are here today.
There is a desperate need for interpreters to be made available in many public and private hospitals.
This is against all odds.
As you can see, I am a deaf and I can. Sometimes even hearing person sees and mock you as a deaf person, you should be proud. Show them what you can do. Show them you can. So let me dance a little.
Who says the beautiful ones are not yet born? The world of the silent has it all. No speech, but plenty actions. They only have one disability, which is the hearing and speech organ. All the other senses are 101% active, and they can become who and whatever they desire to become. Indeed, this was proven recently in Abuja and was brought to the limelight as beautiful girls adorned the aisle. Streaming shades of beauty, elegance, aura, brains, one will never make a wild guess that in all this beautiful display, deafness reigns. Oh, yes, the most beautiful deaf girl in Nigeria had a display of 14 contestants from 13 states across Nigeria. It was held at the National Center for Women Development, Abuja. The aim was to canvass inclusion for the deaf in the society and to echo the salient issues hindering the progress of the deaf community in Nigeria. This edition of the pageantry had a display of beauty and brains. It was a wow experience and a real moment of contagious joy. Glitz, glamour, skills, music, dance, fun, and unbeatable facial expressions. Binet Beneath the glitz and glamour of the beauty pageants, there are often very real human stories, and this endeared the contestants to the audience. The contestants were all amazing, but the judges must pick a winner based on their physical attributes, personalities, intelligence, and other assigned tasks. They were incredibly active in their various talent exhibitions.
I am a boxer, I am a cow, so I'm a cow. So if a deaf or hearing person, whether I'm deaf or hearing, it doesn't matter.
Uke Ogene Jiro Praise emerged winner amongst the 14 other contestants present.
Our ruling queen, Miss Dev, goes to... I love so, Miss
So what I would say made the winner one, she was outstanding. Apart from her being beautiful, when she was giving her poem, the whole courage, the confidence she has, and also for her not talking, the whole interpretation, her body, gesture, her charisma, that was one thing that made her outstanding from the others. Not that the others didn't really do well, they did, but ours was, it was 100%. What she did was 100%.
Well, this contest has not been so easy from the beginning, and I think maybe I might not be the winner nor the first runner-up, but by the grace of God, I did my best and God did it for me. That is just all I have to say. It's a huge
It
surprise
was
to me.
indeed an exceptional moment for her. The joy of this unique experience was vividly written all over her. The purpose of the most beautiful deaf girl in Nigeria is aimed at promoting, advocating, and creating awareness for the rights and dignity through highlighting pressing issues and the plight of the deaf community in Nigeria.
I would like to encourage them, all the deaf girls, to join us, organize a training mentoring club to educate them, to help them, train them so they can become skillful advocates.
Parents have made many mistakes in contributing to their not able to expose their deaf kids. Deaf girls have talents, they are intelligent. If given more time to mentor them, to train them to be the best version of themselves, they would do excellent well. But when you put your faith in them, they will become great. Sadly, many parents keep deaf kids at home because of societal perspective, societal stigma, because of they are scared of, oh, they're going to mock me that I have a deaf child, or maybe the position they are in. They don't want to, show the world that they have a child with disability. So please, when you find out that your child is a deaf, understand that yes, the challenges are there, but education is the best gift you can give to your child to help that child be whoever he or she wants to be.
This is what I would tell you. You, every one of you that feels nothing can come out of deafness. We are beautiful, we are intelligent, we are smart, we are skillful, and the evidence is in what you've seen today. It is clear that yes, deaf can. Only if you give us the support we need, we can move the world. We can shake it very well. I had no idea I would be the winner, honestly. I'm excited. Thank you so much for the support. I thank God and God bless every one of you. I promise I will work hard by the grace of God. I will do my best. Thank you so much. Thank you all of you. I love you all.
It is important for us to note no one is immune from the pains of disability. Everyone must therefore help in spreading the message that being deaf does not mean that they cannot be useful to the society. A deaf child must be given an opportunity to be born and nurtured to full term.
This is against all odds.
This is how the deaf people wave. Congratulations, praise. When I was watching these beautiful girls displaying their glamour, intelligence, and beauty, something worked through my mind. And then I remembered, I said, wow, I can imagine when praise parents were told that she's deaf. The society, the world, people will be like, what a waste. But today, this same praise has brought song of praise to the mouth of her parents. This same praise has brought praise upon herself. The most beautiful deaf girl in Nigeria. It's for you, praise. No one can take it away from you. Let me tell us something. We live in a world that evolves, and there is a message in a mess. Don't discard anybody. Do not look down on anyone, because tomorrow the story might be different. Thank you for staying with us on Against All Odds. It's been amazing. Learn something today. Learn how to communicate with the deaf. Let's do this again. Next week, same time, same station. My name remains Doshima Pius. Bye-bye.